Hello, Bluey lovers. Gather around. We have another mystery to uncover. What if everyone was right and there was actually an unborn brother? How would this sibling have changed Bluey and Bingo's world? This is going to be a fun one, as we will need to engage our imaginations in full gear. So let's look at the events that birthed these theories. Okay, let's rewind to the first one.
And here's the second package. Okay, delivery over. Now I've got to get back to work.
The mystery of Bluey's older brother. Now this is definitely the saddest pointer of all. In this episode, Bluey and Bingo act out a play for Chili and Bandit as a way to celebrate their anniversary. They act out many key moments in their parents' relationship, including how they met, their dating period, and even when they started a family. And they did all of these with imaginative props and costumes. Well, in one scene, Bingo acted pregnant. She used a balloon under her clothes to symbolize the baby. Well, you know what happened next? Yep, while the play was on, Bingo's balloon suddenly popped. The silence that followed showed it was an unplanned mistake, but the reaction by their parents made many think they had lived through that experience before. I mean, Chili's smile disappeared, and Bandit reached for her hand. We will reveal even more clues to confirm our theory, so don't forget to subscribe. In the emotionally charged Season 1 episode, Copycat, Bluey found a sick bird. Well, even though Bandit drove them to the hospital and all, that bird tragically passed away. As we watch Bluey process loss, Bandit's reaction is strangely personal, like he has been through this before. Because of this and a few other clues, fans have decided that our favorite parents did indeed lose a child, and they have also speculated that it might have been a boy. Now let's clear something up. The creators of Bluey haven't confirmed this theory about an older brother at all. But instead of condemning it, they did say they love it when fans dig deep into the show's layers for hidden bits. And isn't that the magic of Bluey? Bluey helps us to imagine, connect, and to see the beauty in life's ups and downs. Well, let's skip away from the sad part and get into the fun part. If that theory was true, what would the series have been like if Bluey's older brother were still alive? Oh, tell us what you think in the comment box below. I'm eager to hear. Here's what I think. The dynamics of the Healer family would have been so different from what it is now. We know Bluey loves to lead, and Bingo is happy being the supportive little sister. But if a big brother had been there to shape them both, that might have been different. Would Bluey still take charge all the time? Or would she look up to him, trying to impress him like Bingo looks up to her? I think yes. Could he have been the one to teach Bluey how to solve problems while still being fun and exciting? Would he have been Bingo's partner in crime, or the one to help her stand up to Bluey when things got a little too wild? Would he have supported Bluey as she learned how to navigate friendships and school life? Would he have been the first to stand up for his younger sisters when they needed it most, especially in school and in the parks? And, oh, imagine the sibling rivalries. If you thought Bluey and Bingo's squabbles were hilarious, just picture them ganging up on their big brother for some ultimate payback. But what personality do you think he would have had? I think a Healer brother would have been a mix of Bandit's goofiness and Chili's calmness. He would have loved adventures like his father, and probably be filled with wise words like Chili. He would probably teach Bluey and Bingo all kinds of wild games, just like Bandit does. But maybe he would have his own unique traits, like being the master of pranks or constructions. Maybe he would have built epic forts. Imagine him being a peacemaker between his sisters, stepping in to mediate when things got heated. Or perhaps he'd take Bluey and Bingo on epic imaginary adventures, acting as the fearless leader of their little trio. His role could be the glue that holds their sibling dynamic together, balancing Bluey's energy and Bingo's sensitivity. That would have been so cool! He could have helped create a balance in the Healer family. Or maybe his wisdom would mix with Bluey's wild energy and Bingo's sweetness, and that balance would have shown everywhere they played. Whether they would be exploring the backyard, making up new games, or just hanging out as a family, he would have added something special to the mix. Maybe Bandit and Chili's parenting style would have been different with him around. As an older sibling, he could have been their go-to guy when they needed help with Bluey and Bingo, teaching him about the importance of responsibility and leadership. he would have been the responsible one, the one who helped Bandit and Chili get things done around the house. Or maybe he would have been a little mischievous, probably even more mischievous than Bluey. Maybe he would have been the child that made Bandit and Chili's hair turn completely white. Wouldn't that have been something? But there is one thing many haven't thought of. Bandit. Would there have been moments when he and Bandit shared those classic father-son bonding moments, playing games together? That would have been so sweet, wouldn't it? Bandit would have taught him all the many games he knows, and they would have gone on several adventures together. We know for sure that our favorite father would have loved to teach his son something new every day. Parenting a boy might have also given Bandit a new perspective on fatherhood, from guiding his son through childhood challenges to teaching him life lessons he could pass on to his sisters. For Chili, she might have struggled a bit in raising him, seeing as she is used to a household of females. But we know she would have gotten the lay of the land quickly. One thing is for sure, by the time Bluey was born, she would not have needed to try to compete with the other mothers and gotten hurt emotionally in the process, seeing as she would have had some experience. Come on, you know what I'm talking about. In the episode Baby Race, Chili got so caught up in comparing her daughter Bluey's developments and milestones to other babies in her mother group, because she felt like she needed to win by having Bluey reach those milestones first. In the Adventure 38th episode, first season, Bluey and Bingo take off on a grand adventure, with their parents chasing after them. But what if their brother had been part of that adventure? He could have been the one to step in when his sisters got a little too carried away and offered some older sibling wisdom. In Grannies, Season 1, Episode 28,
Here come the grannies!
Bandit and Chili play grannies. They make themselves look like grannies and hobble about on canes. It is a light-hearted episode, but it shows how Bluey and Bingo's personalities clash and complement one another. Their game is fun, until Bingo and Bluey can't agree on one simple question. Can grannies dance? They have to call their Nana to find out.
We want to know, do grannies floss? Do they?
How should I know? Go and ask your Nana.
Oh yeah!
But maybe if their brother were around, they wouldn't need to. He would tell them that old people dance too, and they would take his word for it because he is their big brother. In Fairies, Season 2, Episode 9, the Healer House is full of magical mischief, and everyone thinks the fairies are to blame.
Hey, why have I got stink lines coming off me?
The fairies must think you stink.
What?
Now imagine Bluey and Bingo's older brother was around. He'd totally jump in as the fairy detective, making up wild theories and leading the charge to catch those pesky fairies. And knowing him, he'd probably end up being the real troublemaker all along. Also, in Camping, Season 1, Episode 47, Bluey makes an adorable friend in Jean-Luc, despite not speaking the same language. If her big brother had been there, he might have turned it into a hilarious game of charades or taught Jean-Luc some cheeky tricks, showing Bluey how to make new friends while keeping things fun. Either way, one thing's for sure, Bluey will keep giving us stories to laugh, cry, and theorize about. And I, for one, can't wait to see what's next. That's why you cannot miss our next video. There is one more theory. Bluey's producers thought everyone missed, but we didn't. Thanks for watching.